Shalal, Yahweh Hashem Yashai, the Blanas, the apostles of James Spirit of Stone, shalom to the brothers out there pushing this truth in sincerity and in honesty. This is Ashar from James Vigilant, and I just wanna do a little video getting on the women, right? Because the society we're living in right now, because of feminism, right, pushed by Edom, these women feel like they are entitled, and that their rules are to be like men, right? No one wants to be subjected to no one. 50-50 bullshit and all those things, right? But in reality, a woman should be subjected to a man just like a man is subjected to Yahushai, and Yahushai is subjected to Yahweh. And those two names, Yahweh is the one they call God or Yahweh, and Yahushai is the one they call Jesus or Yeshua, right? So just like how we are subjected to Yahweh and Yahushai, right, with a harder going up, that's the way a woman should be subjected, right? It's not how you feel like a man should be authoritative, right? It's just as it is, a man should be a ruler over a woman, and a woman over the kids, and Yahushai over us, and Yahweh over Yahushai, right? And Yahweh don't treat Yahushai like dog. He basically glorify Yahushai, right? So if a woman is in the right order, she will get her respect, She will get her respect. She could be examples, right? Just like Sarah, right? He said, 1 Corinthians 11:3, he said, but I would have you know that the head of the man is Yahushai, and the head of the woman is a man, and the head of Yahushai is Yahweh, right? So that's the order, right? Yeah, I think it's this one that mentions Sarah. I guess not. Let me see if I can find it. And they know that that's the order. Because I was speaking to a young lady and she said, what, we should call you lords now? And be like, yeah. You see, but the feminism, as I mentioned, feminism made them think that they're equal to the money. Let's see if I can find it. I guess I can't find it. Yeah, I can't find it, but it's somewhere there. It's somewhere there. If I find it while I'm going through, that's how it goes. Yeah. This is. Alright, so it's not there. This is First Timothy 2:9. It says, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair, nor gold or pearl, or costly array, but which becometh woman professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. right? Because if you're talking, you will have no time to understand. It's simple as that, yo. So if it's a back and forth conversation, you sharing what you would think is right, and the man is showing you what is right, you shut the hell up, yo. It's simple as that. The man is teaching you something, you shut the hell up. It's not like you can't speak none at all because, yo, God gave you a mouth, eh? But if you're a wise woman, if you're a smart woman, you will do less talking and more listening. Just like a wise man, if he's wise, he will do less talking and more listening, yo. Right? So yeah, a man telling you something that's useful, shut the hell up, yo. Right? Your man is telling you something who actually cares about you. Shut the hell up and just listen. Simple as that. You say, that the woman, but I suffer not the woman to teach nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, and then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Yeah, so Adam was first formed, yo, and then Eve. But guess who goes off first, yo? It was Eve, yo. Because what? She was all about talking and chatting, right? Going all about chatting up with who she not supposed to talk to, yo. And that's how she get to the serpent, which we know the serpent was a man, right? With philosophies that you didn't supposed to learn, you know, and especially the woman who don't know to discern should have not learned, right? So she went over there and she learned she was influenced, and now she come back and basically give the man what she influenced. There's no one supposed to telling you anything but your man. Simple as that, yo. Right? Because you two become one flesh, as the scripture say, yo. No one's supposed to tell you anything else but your man, yo. All these women, the quickest person to listen to from these women listen to is someone who is not their man, yeah. Another man can tell them anything at all and them listen it. But their own man, they look at him like he has no power. That's why a woman can come to you and say, oh, call you Lord. No, you're mad. Because they don't respect you as a man, yo. Right? When you're the only one, you're the one she's supposed to have the most respect towards you. Because you're two flesh and you actually care for her. But they will learn that in the kingdom, yo. Let's get on with the lesson. Yeah, and it goes down to say that they shall be saved in childbearing. Yeah, because that's what's coming, yo. What I had here. Let me see if I can remember what I had. Oh, I was trying to find here, Sarah called Abraham Lord. Yeah, this is Proverbs 9 and verse 13. It says, a foolish woman is clamorous, she is simple and knowing nothing. Yes, so you know a wise woman, she shut the hell up, yo. Oh, you know a wise man, he shuts the hell up, right? He speak when he's spoken to. And the scripture mentioned that. I don't know if I can find it now. Find it. Alright, this is what the scripture say, yo. Say Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 8. It said, let thy speech, verse 7. Verse 7, you have a different one, but this is Ecclesiastes 32 and verse 7. It says, speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked. Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth and yet hold his tongue. Right? So if that is said for a man, yo, what would say for a weaker vessel, the woman, yo, is supposed to be silent. And I went to the supermarket. I think it's one day in the week, and you know you have certain women. You're scared to see them, but them cover up, yo. Them cover up. Them have them head cover up. Them have them face cover up. You can basically only see their eyes, and they move. They move around and don't really communicate. They just go where they have to go and back home, yo. Right? And I see her and I was in awe and shock, yo. It was so, it's not my woman, and it was so calming to my soul, right? The woman, yo, the woman moves like a ninja, yo. Silent like a ninja. You don't hear her step. You don't notice her presence, yo. Right? And a lot of these women don't know this is what a man desires. A man doesn't desire to come in from work and seeing that he has a woman, yo. Right? And when I say seeing that he has a woman, she with a bag and knives basically terrorizing a man's stress from work already, yo. Right? So a woman should be in silence, yo. You don't need to speak a lot, just like how a man don't need to speak a lot, yo. When he speak, he gives wise word, right? Ready to hear than to give let me see if I can find that one. Alright, this is this one is good, yo. Ecclesiastes 5 and verse 1. It says, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of Yahweh, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Right? So this actually confirms what it says in Timothy, where say a woman should be silent in the church, yo. Right? Because it was actually a situation. It was, if I'm correct, it was where the church was out of order, yo, that they had to give this decree. Say, yo, a woman should be silent, right, when she come around. Right, when she come to the church, she's supposed to be silent, because everybody wanting to speak, you will learn nothing, yo. Especially these women. These women has nothing important to speak about. The woman mind changes in an instant, right? As you say, they are the weaker vessel. They get praised for what they do, as in good works. As a weaker vessel, yo, they get glorified for what they do as a weaker vessel. But if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you will not be praised, yo. Right? It said the woman glory is her year, such and such. Right? So yeah, with that, I hope this video was edifying. Kalalali Abba Shem Yashai, Shalom.